Hey guys, sorry I don't look my best at the moment. I woke up about 20 minutes ago and I'm still not completely awake. But it's actually Friday today and I'm filming my Talking Tuesday because I know something's going to pop up, and I was supposed to start Talking Tuesday today, but I decided to do it next week because I was actually busy on Tuesday and I didn't have time to film or anything like that. So I'm filming now, I'm going to edit it today and then I'm going to upload it on midnight on Tuesday. So I know it's definitely going up. But I guess for my Talking Tuesday I'm going to talk about what happened yesterday when I went to London. Okay, so I went to London for a thing that I can't tell you guys. But yeah, I went to Fulham in London. So I was there and we got there 2.5 hours early. So we were just like running around Fulham town and having McDonald's and stuff. And then we had some people talk about the Olympic torch, and I was like, the Olympic torch is going by, and we didn't know. So we asked a couple of people and then they all had the same kind of answers, but we wanted to make sure, and we asked a couple of police officers as well. And they said that it's coming around at 2. You know, my appointment was at 2:30. So we waited till 2 and we thought we would have time to see the Olympic torch. And then they said it was going to be 20 minutes late because these people that were next to us were actually like a couple of like old people, and they were like swearing their heads off. And one of them phoned up and said that he just went past King's Cross and he's going to be a little bit late. So we were like, okay, we may have time still. So we stayed there anyway, and then all of a sudden, like, this big huge, like, they had like loads of floats before the actual Olympic torch. But who came first? Yeah, so first came out the woman that is actually gonna do, like, run around with the Olympic torch in her hand, which was like that was like proper gold, but it wasn't actually proper gold, if you know what I mean. But yeah, so I met her, I was talking to her, and then all of a sudden, like, these bunch of floats came by, and they're like Coca-Cola ones, nice TSB ones, and they were playing loud music. There was girls like nearly wearing anything, like with pom-poms and screaming into microphones, and then there was one with a band, and then there was a bunch of like unicycles going past, and then there was louder cheering, which hurt my ears. But the guy with the Olympic torch came on the pipe, and all I could see was the flares because everyone went over the barriers and onto the actual road where they're supposed to be running. So all I saw was like a flame. And when he came over, and they were about to put the, what's it called, flame torches things together to set her one light, all of a sudden this cameraman stood in front of them so we could take the picture, and everyone was like screaming their head off, and then my dad screamed his head off at him, and then yeah, so then they went and ran off. I've got a whole video of it if you want me to upload that. Then yeah, it's like 10 minutes long, but if you guys want to see it then that's fine, but that will be up on Miss EJ Couture instead of Empire State of Beauty. And I'm not sure on this video if I said welcome to Miss EJ Couture. I probably did, but I'm sorry. It's still early in the morning. But yeah, I've got a whole video, and I've also took some pictures, which I might put a couple at the end of this video for you guys to see. I don't know, it depends if I remember, like when I go edit this after. But I guess, yeah, I woke up and just like cooked a Pop-Tart. If you don't know what they are, like they're out in like in America, and I discovered them a couple of years ago here in England over my brother's friend. But yeah, and then one of the Olympic cups from McDonald's with coconut, Dr. Pepper. Yeah, can't live without Dr. Pepper. Yes, this is a frosted chocolate one. I like their new packaging. I think it's like the American packaging. Oh, 1 second. One sec. Okay, So when the Lois SB float come by, there was a bunch of girls hanging out like these Lois SB sticks, like with tassel things at the end, like long tassels. And Saf got one. I didn't get one. But then just before they left, they came by again, and I got one. Now I know it's not something, you know, completely amazing, but the last Olympics in England was in 1950 something, and then the next Olympics, which is going to be about 4 years I think, but that's going to be in Brazil. So we don't know when the next Olympics is going to come by, you know, it could come by when, you know. So yeah, basically it's just like one of these, and they like, yeah. But it's got all the things like with the Olympics on it. And to be honest, it's actually kind of like a keepsake, I guess, because I saw the Olympic torch and maybe a bunch of people didn't. And I actually saw it in London, because I know the Olympic torch was going around each town, but actually when you go watch it in London and they've got all the floats and the music, it's better because it's, you know, it's in the home of where it's going to be put. And then the Olympics, again, the Olympics have started today. Yeah, I'm happy I didn't stay there for the Olympics, you know. There might be a kind of tragedy happening, but yeah. So I got this, and there's like 3 different types of ribbon, 3 different colours of green. Yeah, so I'm going to end this video now so I can eat my pop top, because I just had a bit and it tastes so good. Sorry. So yeah, please subscribe to Beauty Inside of 21, Miss UJ Couture, and I'm sorry I look in my state this first video on here, but I know I can't help it. But I'll see you guys soon. Bye!